is just a super short video to encourage you to bless someone today. It doesn't have to be in a large way. It could be through a text, a phone call, a letter in the mail. We're blessing my in-laws with some roasted peppers and pumpkin bread. Today we are going to be doing some errands with Paul's parents. Paul and I are first going to go food shopping for them. They gave us a list, so we're going to do that first. And then they need to go to the bank and they need to pick up a prescription, and then they need to go to a doctor's appointment. So I got up early this morning and I made a loaf of pumpkin sourdough bread to just share with them. And what I like to do is actually cut the bread for them. This way they don't have to fiddle with a knife and they can just grab a piece when they want it. If you want to make a delicious sweetbread even better, sprinkle the top with some cinnamon and sugar before you bake it. It adds a sweet crunch, so delicious. Just lets them know they're extra special. And I can link the recipe down below. It does use sourdough discard. And I'm just going to cut this loaf up and then I will put it in this little container for them. And this is just a sweet treat they can have with their tea or for breakfast throughout the week. It's just a little extra blessing for them. I took that container and I wrapped up the slices for them. I gave them extra thick slices so I couldn't put the cover on, so I just covered it with plastic wrap. And they will enjoy this, I am sure. Just a simple way to let them know I'm thinking of them. I'm also making them roasted peppers. I took 3 peppers, washed them really well, and put them on a foil-lined tray under the broiler in the oven. And I'm just going to keep an eye on them and then turn them as they start to char along the edges. As you can see, these are starting to char. So what I'm going to do is just rotate them. And this is going to yield such a delicious roasted pepper. And the reason I keep them whole is because you want that juice inside those peppers when we go to make our cold roasted pepper salad. These just came out from under the broiler and you can see how soft they are. I kept turning them so that all the sides would get charred. Do not worry about that black on that pepper. That's what gives it its sweetness. Now you see how important it is to put foil on your pan. Do not touch these until they are cool. They are extremely hot and the juices inside are even hotter. So just let them sit. They're going to collapse a little. Let them cool. I just cut open the peppers to let them cool a little bit more. See that juice in there? We want that in our roasted peppers. So we're just going to keep letting them cool for right now. The peppers now have cooled completely. And what's so wonderful is the skins come right off. It is so easy to roast peppers this way. So I'm going to peel the skin off of all the peppers, but before I do that completely, I'm going to make sure all that juice that was in those peppers come right into this bowl. And you want to make sure you seed all the peppers as well and then cut them into strips. Here's the peppers all sliced and you can see some of the pieces got charred and that just lends such a sweetness to this dish. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of good olive oil, clove of fresh garlic. These are amazing on sandwiches, on top of salads, with eggs. I know my in-laws will enjoy these peppers so much. They get Meals on Wheels during the week, so these will just add a bit more flavor to those meals. We're also just adding a little bit of the pink Himalayan sea salt. Give this a mix, cover it, pop it in the refrigerator. Sometimes it just takes a few minutes from your day to let someone know how special they are or that you're thinking of them. Again, it does not have to be on a grand scale. It can be just a simple prayer, a card, a text, whatever you feel, just to let someone know that they're on your mind.